Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is IkOankar and I am the Associate Editor of the Guru Granth Sahib Project. We are pleased to announce the release this month of Guru Arjan Sahib's Birhare. This Bani is revealed in Rag Asa, which is a musical mode of hope, anticipation, and devotion. The word Birhare comes from the word birha, which means separation or the pain of separation. Birhare in this particular context, it refers to the songs of separation. So it's a poetic form that gives voice to the pangs of separation that seekers feel in their perceived disconnection from IkOankar, the divine. The Birhare composition in the Guru Granth Sahib is the oldest recorded example of this sort of particular poetic genre under this specific title of Birhare. But we see this theme of birha or separation in Baba Farid Ji's sloks, all of which are already published on the Guru Granth Sahib Project website. The great Sufi Hazrat Shah Hussain also writes very much or very often about birha or separation in his Gafis, which are another Punjabi poetic form of which she's a pioneer of. And most notably among sort of contemporary Punjabi poets, we find Shiv Kumar Batalvi's Birha Tu Sultan, which literally starts with Baba Farid Ji's slok, the 36th one, which is literally Birha Birha Akhiye, Birha Tu Sultan. So there are lots of connections to be made with separation and birha and birhare in Punjabi literature and sort of Punjabi literary history. These Sabads in the Ashpadi form, so 8 stanzas each, take us on a journey with Guru Arjan Sahib. So it's this journey that reflects the seeker, who is feeling disconnected and lost and separated, to finally the seeker who finds connection and union in their devotion to IkOankar. And we really see that transformation happen as the themes of the compositions progress from Ashpadi to Ashpadi, from Shabad to Shabad. A striking feature in these Ashpadis is Guru Arjan Sahib's use of the word pyare, which our team translates as beloved. Birhare is invoked in a majority of the stanzas of all 3 Ashpadis. However, more notable is that is sort of the movement between who Birhare refers to in the first Shabad, or like beloved, and then who it refers to in the second and third. In the first Ashpadi, Guru Arjan Sahib uses Birhare to lovingly refer to us as seekers. So in doing so, the sort of typical hierarchical or transactional paradigms of many relationships, particularly relationships where there is like a power dynamic involving a teacher and a student, are transcended. So this softens the perspective, sort of striking a chord with all of us, one of love and care and tenderness. In the second and the third Ashpadis of this composition, Birhare shifts to actually address the greater beloved, or the one IkOankar. We can also understand as sort of like the divine husband, or the beloved husband. In these compositions, the tone is one of opening up to IkOankar with vulnerability, with longing and yearning and trust. It's like having a deep conversation with somebody who really hears us, who really cares about our well-being. So this is the journey in Birhare. It's a journey from being a seeker to realizing IkOankar everywhere in all places, to finally experiencing that connection with IkOankar in like a really lived and embodied way. So the transition from using Birhare to address us as seekers to Birhare as addressing the beloved one or the beloved husband mirrors this journey and highlights the way that the one kind of becomes central to our consciousness, as the beloved husband becomes central to how we move through the world, how we speak, how we engage with one another. I'd like to focus on a stanza from the second Ashpadi, which really highlights this relationship. Sundar Sugar So Jan Prabh Mera Jeevan Tars Dikhai. Our team translates this as, my Prabhu is beautiful, adept, all-knowing, life is received where Prabhu reveals a glimpse. So this stanza really emphasizes, in the kind of first part of it, the qualities or the divine qualities of IkOankar, which kind of adorn our intimate relationship with the One. And we can contextualize this relationship by comparing it to that of a sort of happily or blissfully married couple. A relationship in which, we all sort of hope that we learn more about ourselves, that we kind of come into a greater awareness of ourselves, and we also become more whole together. In the paradigm of the Guru Granth Sahib, all seekers, all of us, are known as feminine beings, or kind of referred to as feminine beings. So this first Aspadi is in the feminine voice, and we are understood as being incomplete without this union to the beloved husband, IkOankar. The beloved husband is all-knowing. Therefore, we feel no other pull elsewhere. We only turn to the beloved husband. We only want to turn to the beloved husband. We only want to be heard by the beloved husband. We only want to be in devotion to the beloved husband. Here, we learn that it is through this union, through this devotion, through this really tender connection with the beloved husband that we come into ourselves in a greater sense and in a kind of with our greater purpose in life, and what it means to devote ourselves to that purpose and to that connection. So through the divine union, we shift from knowing ourselves in a kind of limited way, this like me, myself, and I type thinking, and we kind of go beyond that, we escape that sort of mentality to kind of connect with our true or complete sort of capital S self. So I invite you to get comfortable and take time reading through the literal translations, the interpretive transcreations. Take a look at the transcriptions where you can find the word meaning, grammar, and etymology. You read through the commentaries, and allow yourself some time to reflect and kind of think on your own relationship with this Bani, with Birhare, revealed by Guru Arjan Sahib. Thank you. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.